Hello viewers, my name is Ashok Sen Gupta, working as an assistant professor in School of Management Sciences, Lucknow. Today's topic is responsibility assessment matrix. Till date, in previous units, we discussed about the aspects of project processing, idea generation, role of manager, role of the team, controlling, budgeting, how various ways of budgeting, following by responsibility assessment matrix. So, in today's class we will discuss how we maintain the responsibility of a person, because a project is a very responsibility work and each and every person in the project, from project manager to the foreman to the labor, each and every person having its own responsibility. So, how we can assess the responsibility in the project management, today's topic we will discuss on that. Let us move to the topic. And responsibility assessment matrix, also known as RAM, describes the participation of various organizations, peoples and their role in completing tasks or deliverables for a project. It is used by the project manager to classifying role and responsibility in cross functioning team and project process. So, RAM, responsibility assessment matrix, gives us and describes the participants' role and responsibility given by his superior to get the job done. At what level, at what quality the person completed his job, it can be represented by the RAM, responsibility accounting matrix. RAM is also called a responsibility accountable consultant and informative. RAM is also called a responsible, accountable, consultant and informative matrix. According to the PMOB guide 4th edition defines RACI, that means responsibility, accountability, consultant and informed, as a RAM that is used to illustrate the connection between work package or activities and project team. For large projects, RAMs can be developed at various levels. So, according to the project management guidelines, book guidelines 4th edition, it is also known as responsibility account. It is classified according to responsibility, accountable, consultanted and informed. So, responsible means R is donated by R. Those who do the work to achieve the task, there is a typically one role with participation type of responsibility. Responsible through other can be delegated to assist in the work requirement. So, first thing is responsibility, how much responsible a people is, how much he or she is responsible for its work, either he take the responsibility or not. If a person take the responsibility to complete any work, then it shows its commitment, its confidence and also the experience. If persons not or deny to take the responsibility, that means he or she is not capable in this project or any kind of organization. So, there is a responsibility in any organization, either in project management or normal organization in project management or in routine work. Every person who is doing a job or a business have its responsibility to get the thing done in a proper way, in positive way, and bring the result. So, first is responsibility. Accountable. One ultimately accountable for the corrections through completion of the deliverable or task, and the one to whom responsible is accountable. In other words, an accountable must sign off or approve on the work responsible provide. There must be only one accountable specified for each task. So, accountable is a person it is whom responsible is accountable, to whom he need to give an answer. And accountable is a position, it is only one position in each task, it is single position in each task, and it ultimately accountable for corrections and through completion of the deliverable of the task. The one whom responsible is consulted, those who option or sought and with whom there is two-way communication. Consulted means to discuss, consultant means to discuss the point, to discuss the thing between two persons. Consultant means to analyze the things, to discuss the two-way communication between the people, put the problem, get the solution from the consult with consult. Informed, those who are keep up to date or process often only on completion of the task and deliverable, and with whom one way communication is there. So, it like top management. Top management, we project manager or supervisor not give each and every discussion, not give each and every point or discuss each and everything to the top manager, or not inform to him top manager regularly, because it is not his work. He is responsible to do his job, accountable, the project manager is accountable, then informed. Informed is the task has completed, the task, that is it, the task has completed, we inform to the management. So, those who are kept up to date on the progress, informed of often only a completion of the task, and there is a one way communication. Responsibility assignment matrix, goal in project management. So, a RAM is used in project management as a communication tool, because through RAM we communicate from top management to bottom management, to the peer group about the responsibilities and the accountabilities. RAM is used in a project management as a communication tool to ensure that the work tasks are designated to a responsible agent. The person is responsible for a particular work. A person is responsible for a particular work. That is responsibility. That is informed. If there is any kind of situation and any news, any update, anything want to know about that particular task, you need to ask from that person, because he is responsible. We give him a assignment, designated him to do the work. Let us take an example in various projects or various big companies have a news information person or public relationship officer. His job is to give the answer of the queries of the public to the public, inform about the public related to the any kind of progress in the work. So, his designation is public relationship officer. He is responsible to answer the question of the public. Similarly, in projects there is supervisor for various tasks, like making bar bending, create a structure bar bending, making connect the bars with each other to make a proper structure, then we concrete on that, put concrete on that for any pillar, for any wall, for any kind of slabs. So, the person who is bar bender having expertise, we give him a task to bar bending the things to and make a structure for a roof. It is his responsibility to make a strong structure, a structure of iron bars. Then the contractor fill it with the concrete, but initially the responsibility of bar making at proper time and by using proper quality material is the responsibility of the bar bender. A RAM defines what a project team is responsible for component for the within each component of the work breakdown structure. In previous class I discussed about the work breakdown structure. So, in work breakdown structure, where we assign and define each and different task, each task is under a person who is responsible to complete that task. So, the work breakdown structure, initially we need a work breakdown structure, then we assign the team. It could also be used within group of designated roles, responsibilities and level of authorities for specific activities. It is also within a group of designated rule. A matrix format shows all the activities associated with one person and the people associated with one activity. This assures that there is only one person accountable for one task to avoid confusion. So, what happened? In matrix, we assign a single job or task to one person and associate the various tasks with him which is related to him. This assures that there is no overlapping, no confusion. Mr. A is responsible for this work, Mr. B is responsible for following work. So, when we have some query regarding the Mr. A's task, then we always talk to Mr. A, not B, because B is not responsible, B is not accountable. Mr. A is responsible and also accountable to give the answer and make the things done properly. Responsibility assigning matrix is displayed as a chart that illustrate the interaction between work packages and need to be done and project manager, team manager. Typically, the list of objectives is on the left hand side of the project team, left column with the project team member name across the top. Each package will assign to appropriate team manager members. The chart aid in the communication among the project team members. So, how this matrix will be done by like this. See, in this matrix we see here these are the work breakdown code. This is the work break, because we initially break down the work, we need work breakdown code. We break down the work, then these are a title of the work and who is responsible? Project manager Mr. A, task leader A and S, staff of A is P. So, this is the first task. The name of the person who is the project manager is given here. Task leader both A and S, and staff of A is Mr. P. For respondent work, P task leader, here is P is task leader. For respondent work, P is task leader. For pre-test title or pre-test task, P is task leader and S followed by S as a staffer of A, S is a staffer of A. Final printing, A approval, P primary responsibility, S secondary responsibility. So, either you give the responsibility here or name of the person who is responsible for that. So, here P is also we can say primary responsibility, S secondary responsibility, and third A is approved. So, questionnaire is approved, is a responsibility, or we can also give the name of the person to whom we assign the task, to whom we give the task. So, this is called a matrix, this is called a matrix. Six steps to developing a responsibility. 6 steps for developing the responsibility accounting are various. First step is various detailed project documents supported to work breakdown structure. Documentation is important. So, we must have the WBS, work breakdown structure, and supported document. Amongst them are a risk management plan, quality plan, procurement plan, communication plan, staffing plan, work breakdown structure plan. So, these are the basic document supported to WBS, risk management, how to we manage the risk in the project, how we manage the quality of the quality plan, staffing plan, communication plan, from what is the level of communication, top to bottom, bottom to up, what is the level of communication we need here, procurement plan, how we procure the raw material, how we procure the other supporting items. So, procurement plan. So, we need planning, here is a planning, we need to have a plan, proper plan before assigning the RAM. The work breakdown structure schedule includes start and completion date for task, activities and deliverable defined in WBS. As we studied in WBS last time, we have assigned the things at proper time, we have assigned the things as proper schedule. For take example, on 23rd started, next day 24th next task, task 1, then 27 task 2. So, we define the things properly, we define the things accordingly. List all the project task deliverable. First, our 6 steps plan for the RAM is list all the project task deliverable, etc. So, we must require listing of that. Second, identifying all project stakeholders. We need to identify all project stakeholders. What are the stakeholders? We have to identify and put their names. Next, determine responsibility and accountability level for each task. That is very much important, because when we give the responsibility to person, and if we are not able to judge either he is responsible, actually responsible or not, then the result will be not appropriate as we required. Therefore, it is the duty of the top management, project manager, to revise, to analyze the core competency of the person. It is the job of HR, human resource, to analyze the core competency and give them responsibility according to this requirement. So, this is very important part. Fourth is assign stakeholder to each task. So, they have also information. Assign overall stakeholders. Ensure all stakeholders know about their responsibilities. Ensure all stakeholders know about their responsibilities. So, stakeholders are whom? The company's employees, the company employees, the creditors, debtors, that means vendors of the companies, who give finance to the company, they are also a stakeholder. This it is a matrix which shows the responsibility of the person towards the project, and they also make it clear that each responsibility each person having their responsibility to make the project done at proper time, to make the project complete at proper time. Therefore, my dear friends, responsibility assignment matrix is very important. So, I just winding up this session, and just quick recap. Today we discuss about responsibility assessment matrix, and in responsibility assessment matrix we discuss about the RAM, what is its, how its work, how we prepare it, and finally what are 6 steps responsible for the assessment of the paper. So, I hope you enjoy this video. Thank you for watching this video.